to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellie and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button for more of me. If you're not new here, hello, welcome back. I'm glad you decided to stick around for a while. Today's video is going to be quite a bit different than the rest of the videos I've posted on this channel before. I try to keep it as real as I possibly can on here, and I can already smell the comments coming towards me. The whole, you don't have a big enough following to be posting a video like this. And to that I say I post videos on here for my own pleasure and for my own enjoyment and for my own healing journey. And if you have a problem with that, then you can go ahead and hit that exit button, because we don't want you here anyways if you're going to act like that. But here we go. Okay, I'm reading the notes off of my phone. This is a very difficult video for me to make. I never really imagined myself ever having to make this video, but I feel like if I continue to proceed with this YouTube channel, which I like the way that I plan to, the video needs to be made in order just to get how I feel about the entire situation out there. This video is probably coming as a shock to most of you. Honestly, it is kind of coming as a shock to me too. It all did happen very quickly. I do want to say, though, that before I get any further, I am in no way slamming UM or any department at UM. I am simply stating my experiences and how they made me feel. You can take what I say and turn it around as a positive thing for you. Honestly, you can turn it negative. It doesn't really matter too much to me. To my former classmates whom I know, watch my videos, me leaving has nothing to do with you. It never will have anything to do with you. I am incredibly grateful. I am incredibly grateful for each and every one of you, and I'm just glad I got the opportunity to live the world that we lived together. I walked out of my freshman year of college under the impression that I would be going into my sophomore year as a BA musical theater student. I was rejected from the BFA at the end of my freshman year of college, which is a whole other story that I probably will never be sharing on social media, but I was stoked. You know, I had plans to audition for community theater. I had plans to audition for all these other projects, and then time and time again, something came up to where I wouldn't be able to audition or to where I wouldn't be able to actually be cast in it because of family circumstances and whatnot. So I walked into my sophomore year nervous but incredibly excited for the journey that was ahead, because I saw all my friends, and I was beyond excited. I was super excited about most of my classes. That was until Thursday, August 29th. Location switch because my camera died and I needed to go plug it in. But back to where I was at is I emailed him on Thursday the 29th and was like, hey, you know, my parents are paying for these vocal classes. Why haven't I been reached out to about anything? And it took him an entire day to respond. He got back to me Friday the 30th while I was in acting class. By the way, that was in the middle of class when he answered me. And he basically tells me, he's like, hey Ellie, I'm really sorry to inform you, but there is no such thing as a musical theater BA. And I'm like, and then he's like, at this time we cannot place you in a vocal class because we are unfortunately understaffed and we need to save our teachers for the kids who actually need it for their majors. Let that sink in for a second. Yep. And then the first thing I thought of is, why wasn't I told this back in May when I was rejected from the BFA? Why wasn't I told this back in May so then I could have had an entire summer to figure out my life and what I wanted to do? And then, so, yeah. But then here's the real kicker, guys, is that my parents still paid for that class. They paid the money for that class. I literally have the proof. I'll show it right here. It is on my class schedule. My parents paid for me to be in that vocal class, and they didn't have enough staff to put me in one. Another question I still have is, why would you want to use those professors for vocal classes for the kids who were already accepted into the BFA? Why not the kids who obviously need work, who obviously need more training? It's all so crazy. So then the question gets brought up is, if I'm living 13 hours away from home, if I moved 13 hours away from home and I'm not able to do the entire reason why I even moved 13 hours away from home, why am I still here? And that's kind of what I brought to my parents. I told them everything that had just transpired, and my parents are so mad. They're so mad, and not even at me. They were mad at the theater department. But so I told them everything, and then within the hour they were on a 13-hour drive to Montana to come get me because I withdrew from all my classes. Based on what I just said, you're probably thinking that this seems like an incredibly quick and irrational decision for me to make based on a singular email that I was given, but no, I promise you it wasn't. I had been considering leaving the theater department since I was rejected from the VFA back in May. I spent an entire summer thinking on it, to be exact, and then I decided that I was going to go back and try to make things work. It's really hard to make things work when they're not letting you work on the things that you need to work on, you know. Just a little bit of an idea, maybe let me do what I came here to do instead of telling me I can't. It really kind of just felt like, you know what I mean? Like, it really kind of just felt like a slap to the face. And, like, honestly, from my POV, it felt like they were telling me that I wasn't talented enough to be in their department and that they just didn't care enough about me to help me progress. Now, before you get your panties in a pile, I'm going to reiterate what I just said. This is how they made me feel. I am in no way saying that they told me I was not talented enough. But in every aspect, it felt like that's exactly what they were telling me. And believe me if you want, believe me if you want, or don't believe me. I really don't care. But that's how they made me feel. And that's that. So now, here I am, back at home, back in my old room. And you're probably wondering what my next step is. And what I plan to do with my life now that I have chosen to leave performing. What I am choosing to do is not only a more stable career, but it gives me almost like a guaranteed job after graduation. I will be getting my degree in elementary education. It kind of always was the plan B if performing didn't work out, and I'm super excited about it. I will not be starting this semester. I am taking the semester off, finding a job, working on my YouTube and stuff like that, and then next semester we're going to start our elementary education degree. I really feel like this is just what God is calling me to do. I saw this really amazing quote a friend posted on her Instagram story. And I saw this the day that I chose to leave the theater program. And it kind of felt like this was just proving to me even more that God's plan is bigger than whatever I had in mind. I never imagined myself ever sitting here making a video telling you guys that I left the theater department. I thought I was going to be doing theater the rest of my life. And now here I am telling you guys I'm about to teach 27-year-olds every day. And I could not be more happier.